Senator Smith, thank you so much for coming in.
Esme, it's great to be with you.
All right. We were talking before the show. You really don't have a lot of details, even though you are sitting as a juror in this trial. Tell us about that.
That's exactly right. You know, the trial will begin in earnest on Tuesday, and the first things that we will go over is what the rules of the trial should be. And I don't have any idea what the majority leader will offer on Tuesday, but that'll be what we, well, I can't even say it's what we debate, because the Senate won't be debating. We will be voting as members of the jury for the trial of impeachment, but we won't be debating anything. We'll be sitting and listening.
Right, and actually sitting in silence, which I think is unusual for some United States senators.
Right.
You can't even ask a question. Tell me about that.
When we get to the point in the trial where senators are have an opportunity to ask questions, what we do is we write the questions down and then we pass them to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, who's presiding over the Senate trial, and then he will ask the questions for us. So during the entire time that this trial happens, unless there are deliberations in public down the road, we will be absolutely silent.
But you also haven't been told how many hours you're going to be there, how many days. How can that be?
Well, it is the way that the Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, is choosing to run this. And I would say it's a big difference from how this was done during the Clinton impeachment, where that was Trent Lott back in those days and Tom Daschle, who was head of the Democrats, and they came together to come up with a set of rules of the road, as I call them, that were agreed on in a bipartisan way. But here's why this matters, because my job, I raised my right hand and I swore an oath to provide impartial justice, and my job is to make sure that that trial is fair. And so I want to make sure that the rules are set up so that Americans can see that this is a fair trial.
Right. But let me ask you, how can it really be fair when it seems like everybody already has their mind made up? I mean, have you made up your mind? And can you be objective here?
Well, I absolutely have not made up my mind. And I mean, I think it is important to recognize, and you could see this in the 111-page brief that the House posted last night. I mean, the facts in this case so far are not really in dispute, that the president used his position for his own personal gain by threatening to withhold congressionally authorized security aid to Ukraine, our ally, and for his own personal benefit. However, the point of the trial is to see is there other evidence that might be brought forward. And that's why so many of us feel that it's extremely important that we have witnesses. And particularly witnesses.
You'd like the witnesses. It's not clear if that's going to happen. There are 4 Republicans who are joining you.
Exactly, not
the
clear.
Democrats. Let me ask you, though, it takes 2/3 to actually vote the president out of office in the Senate. You've got a 53-47 majority of Republicans. It almost seems like the math is impossible for that to happen. What's the point of going through this when it's almost certain that he'll be acquitted?
Well, the point is that, I mean, our job is to follow the Constitution. To me, this is not really a political thing so much as it is what I feel that we are bound to do, which is to uphold the rule of law. And whatever happens in this trial, and nobody knows what will happen, that's the thing that I keep going back to every single day.
Okay, is it frustrating for you to not be able to work on other things? If you're sitting there for 12 hours, you obviously can't. I mean, I know that you were instrumental in getting the Liberian DED lifted so they could be permanent residents here.
Yeah.
You called me, I could hear how thrilled you were, but you can't work on anything like that for your constituents.
Well, and that was such a great example of bipartisan work to resolve an immigration challenge that has really been hurting Minnesotans, Liberians who've lived in this state for over 20 years in some cases. So it remains to be seen what work we're going to be able to do in the meantime while this trial is going on. Just last week, we voted in a strongly bipartisan way to pass the USMCA, the kind of new version of the trade agreements between Mexico and the United States and Canada. And we got that done on Thursday morning before the impeachment trial started. So I'm actually hopeful that there might be some work we can do. We don't know whether there'll be committee hearings, for example, and I know many of us, Republicans and Democrats, are hoping that there'll be some work we can do in the meantime.
And USMCA is a very good point. That is an example of a bipartisan deal that was reached.
Yes, that's
well,
right.
Senator Smith, I know you're very busy. Thank you so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Esme. Great to be here.
Absolutely.